I'm here with Coach Wheeler, and we're going to ask a few questions about the protection from unreasonable searches and seizures. So, how would you define this right?
Unreasonable searches and seizures basically saying that they can't search your stuff without probable cause.
Okay.
And in order to have probable cause, something has to be apparent in the search of your stuff.
How do you think this right affects the county?
How does that right affect Currituck County?
Yes, sir.
Well, I think it affects not only Currituck County, but I think it affects all law enforcement in general. They have to have probable cause in order to search through your belongings, your car, your backpack, and things like that. Unless you're on school grounds, which is within reason. As soon as you come on school grounds, a lot of people don't realize that, but it's automatic if they want to go through your car or your book bag or something like that.
So, why do you think the framers include this into the Bill of Rights?
I believe it just gives people a right to some privacy.
Okay, I'm here with Ms. Dixon, and I'm going to ask her a couple questions about the right to bear arms. How would you define this right?
I define the right by people being able to legally have licenses to have guns.
All right. How does it affect you in this county?
It affects me in that some of my students have guns that they go hunting with, and some of my neighbors have guns because people seem to exercise their rights in this county.
Why do you think the framers included this right into the Bill of Rights?
Well, I think they wanted people to know that not only soldiers could have guns, and perhaps they were thinking that they didn't want chaos, so they knew that there had to be some legality to it, people getting licenses.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're here with Mr. Griffin talking about the freedom of speech. Mr. Griffin, how would you define this right?
Well, I would define freedom of speech as the ability to say what's on your mind, what you believe within reason.
Okay. And how does it affect you in this county?
Well, it affects us in this county, I would say, as it affects everybody in this country, that we all have the ability to say what we believe, and so I don't think that right in this county is any different than it is anywhere else.
Okay. And why do you think the framers included this into the Bill of Rights?
Well, if we're truly going to be a free country, then you have to be able to speak freely, and without having that as a right, then America could not be the country that it is today.
Hi, I'm here with Mr. Dover. We're going to talk about the freedom of religion. So, Mr. Dover, how would you define this right?
I would define it as the opportunity to worship whoever, wherever, whatever I wanted without fear of persecution or prosecution.
How does it affect you in this county?
In this county, I think we have several places of worship that are available for different religions, and they don't infringe upon my rights, and I don't infringe upon theirs. And so I think in this county that my rights are being observed and looked at just as theirs are.
Why do you think the framers include this into the Bill of Rights?
I think that what they were trying to leave was a country where there was a state religion, and they didn't want to be told how, when, and where they were to worship.
I'm here with Ms. Reeves, and we're going to be discussing the right against cruel and unusual punishment. How would you define this right?
It allows people to be punished fairly.
Okay, and how does this right apply to you in the county?
If I was to get in trouble, I know I would be treated fairly.
Okay, and why do you think the framers included it in the Constitution?
The framers were fighting for our rights. They wanted to make sure that we would be treated fairly by law.